It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, 15 on it. 15 on it. 15 on it. Get that quarterback.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All day, dog. Kill, kill, kill. Let's go. Come on.
Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But now it'll be 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Cut. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Logan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Shot 56. Now run. Get it.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for a huge yardage on that
play. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Play 56. Play 56.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down throw. Greer. Thomas has got it. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's bring it.
On first down, it's Greer. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Greer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That's going to be caught. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship! Watch the ship! Sticks! Pull it high!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go! 18 Gator. You draw Corcoran.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Greer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Logan. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check, 59. Yo.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. T.J. Logan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Greer. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rock it. 25, check 25. Yep. Hey, echo.
On third down, Greer trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's going to be a long day.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Match box, right.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Good.
3rd and 2, Greer. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 26, check 26. Hey, Delta. Greystone, Travis.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Yo, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. This pass complete to Reynolds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Recon, look.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now here's the timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded about a yard deep. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Put up. Let's go.
Now Scarlett. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now it's Greer. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike 56. Mike 52.
On 2nd and 10, Greer. And that'll be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 3rd down, Greer. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 39-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught at the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give, right side. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing is Jackson. He completes it to Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Ready? Mike, 57. Here we go. Chinese Ringo. Chinese on Ringo. Chinese
on 3rd down, it's Logan. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Greer. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Look at me. Go.
On 3rd and long, here's Greer. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it here with Logan. And it's a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints 32-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out more. 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Play action. It's Greer. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready? Got double time. Double time. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch 28. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Get it all. West.
They run again with Logan. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. T.J. Logan. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At their 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Caught by Jones. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Here we go. For the base. Just stick with her. Book it. All day. All day. That's it. Any day. Check 13. Check 13.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Greer. That It's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On first down, Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They come out here in the I. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Tighten up. Shift. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hatchet.
They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
No.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.